can't even believe that. Yeah, so I'm so lucky that I'm still so close with so many of the people from the show. And I know that's rare, so I don't take it for granted. So Darius Love is still one of my closest people in my life, and Jason Strickland, and I speak with Larissa often, and the creator of the show, Tommy Lynch, and we try and do reunions, and we did a little Zoom reunion during quarantine, and yeah, so I'm really lucky. I still keep in contact with a lot of them.
Yeah, I was a Nickelodeon kid growing up, so I watch that show. I'm a little bit younger than you, so I grew up. You were like one of my first crushes, actually. So
oh wow,
I'm your age, so I love that TGIF lineup.
My inner 9-year-old is freaking out right now.
Well, I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or an insult, because I don't know how much older I am than you, but I'll take
just
it.
A few. Just a few. Here's the difference. You were famous and I wasn't. I know who you were. You didn't know who I was.
That's okay. We changed it now. Now I know who you are, so that's all that matters.
Right on. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, what's it like being a child actor?
Yeah. What got you into taking on a career at such a young age?
Yeah.
I mean, it's always the parents, of course, right? Because at that age, there's no cognizance of like, oh, I want to, do this as
I need a job.
I need a job. I need to pay the bills. So usually it's just like,
start helping out.
yeah, exactly. It's usually just that like you're a cute kid and someone on the street says like, oh, have you ever thought about putting your kid into acting? And that's like a lot of how it happened. So my mom actually put me into acting at 18 months old. So I was doing like Gerber baby print ads and like, just stuff like that. And by the time I was old enough to even realize what my life was, it's all I had ever known. I'd never known anything other than that world.
So did you ever like reach a point like in like your teenage years or anything else where you just thought like, I don't want to do this shit?
Yeah, I mean, yes, there were a lot of time. Well, I don't know if it was that I didn't want to do it anymore, but I definitely hit a point in my teenage years where I was like super rebellious, and I was in front of the world on like the biggest kids show ever. And it was Nickelodeon, which like instantly kind of forces you into like this squeaky clean image, which I was really fighting against in my teenage year. Like, I was the girl who wanted to be on like an edgy show, like My So-Called Life or something, and like just something like super edgy. But I mean, I was always very grateful for what I had. But yeah, there were definitely times, I mean, going through puberty on television is not necessarily easy. If you go back and look at like the very first season of Alex Mack in comparison to our last season, I look like an entirely different human being. I literally spent all of my formative years on television, and with that comes a lot of pressure too.